breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, it's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Ralston MacArthur.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Total Media's coverage of the 2025 general election. My name is Pete Wilson. I'm the editor of the Telegram newspaper, and that's part of Total Media. I and other members of the Total Media team are reporting now from Total Media's John Pelletier studio here in the Total Media building. This evening, our main job will be to announce the election returns from both Jackson County and Vinton County, and we will do it just as soon as those results are available. Telegram multimedia journalist Jeremiah Shaver is joining me here in Jackson County, along with our silent and important partner behind the keyboard, Hayden Milliken, who is manning the production board and making sure our broadcast works as smoothly as we hope. In Vinton County, can't see him right now, is our veteran Telegram staff reporter, Red Thompson Jr. He is stationed there at the Board of Elections, and he will be reporting the local elections result by phone from Vinton County. We plan to file reports at least every 15 minutes to make sure we are as current as possible reporting these returns. As I speak, it's just a little bit past 8 p.m., and this constitutes that first report. Thus, our second report will be made at 8:15 p.m., the third at 8:30 p.m., so on every 15 minutes until the final results are known and delivered to you over these airwaves. All across Ohio, the polls closed at 7:30 p.m., a little bit more than half an hour ago. So we expect to get our first returns almost any time, so please stay tuned. Normally, we get only 2 reports, but it will likely be 3 tonight for reasons that I'm about to explain. And of course, we can't predict when those reports will be released, and when they come to us, it will be via email. We expect to get the first batch of returns from the Jackson County Board of Elections pretty soon, most likely within the next 30 minutes. As for the complete results, now that's anybody's guess. However long it takes, though, we will be here until we receive those final results and announce them. The wild card in this year's election, making it a little bit interesting and complex, is the inclusion of multiple write-in candidates in both Jackson County and Vinton County. I've been doing this for a while, and I've never seen as many write-in candidates as we have this year. Counting and sorting the valid and invalid write-in votes will require an extra layer of work for our elections board members and staffers. These must be counted separately from the votes, which are the printed names on the ballots, which are electronically scanned and tabulated. Here in Jackson County, Elections Director Margaret Casey has advised me that she expects to send 3 reports our way this evening. The first report, which we hope to get soon, will include all the early in-person votes in the county, plus most of the absentee votes, but not any of those write-in votes. The second report, which is expected to come much later this evening, I'll admit, will include all the absentee votes, but again, not any of the write-in votes. The third and final report we receive will be the votes cast for the valid write-in candidates. The votes cast for the invalid write-in candidates will not be included, but they must be sorted out from the valid write-in votes. To be a valid write-in candidate, a candidate was required to file a declaration of candidacy in advance with the Board of Elections. So somebody who went in and wrote their name as a write-in candidate or somebody else's name, and they didn't declare a declaration of candidacy in advance, those votes are going to be invalid anyway. They'll show up, but they will be invalid. The only votes not included in tonight's final report will be provisional votes and those absentee votes that are postmarked no later than midnight Monday, sent in the mail, but they won't be received, until after today. Those results may be mostly complete, but are considered to be unofficial. Tonight's results are. The official counts, which are a final and official, will be conducted in the coming days and will include those provisional votes and those absentee votes not yet received. Also, in conjunction with our radio broadcast, which is on 96.7 FM and through the Total Media app, there is also live video coverage in sync with the radio, which can be accessed now on the Facebook pages of the Telegram News and the Jeremiah Shaver News Personality Facebook page. However, I warn you in advance, all of our audience who may turn into the video, We have faces better suited for the radio, not for television, but here we are anyway. As for tonight's election in Jackson County, this year it's all local, folks. There are no federal, statewide, or district candidates or issues on this ballot. This election is mostly about choosing candidates for school board, city and village council seats, and township trustee positions. There are also some local issues on the ballot, mostly tax levies, and that's in some of our locales, not all of them. As always, our coverage can be heard on WKOV radio, that's 96.7 on the FM dial if you want to listen to us that way, or through the internet on the Total Media app. That can take you many places where you can listen to the returns and not be where you have a plug-in radio. Immediately after the results are known, we will be posting them on the Telegram's website. That address is www.thetelegram.news.com and also on the Telegram's Facebook page. On the newspaper side, we will follow up with more in-depth coverage in Saturday's print edition. Now, we do have a paper tomorrow, the Wednesday print edition. We can't put any election results in that, unfortunately, because our deadline to have things ready for the printer is late afternoon on Tuesday, so it's physically impossible to do. The next best thing we can do, and we'll do it, is put them on our website and on Facebook. On Wednesday, listeners can hear summary reports of the local election results on the newscast broadcast throughout the day by Matt McKee. Total Media also includes Main Street TV, and a summary report will be heard on the Main Street TV morning show that airs at 9 o'clock. That show, hosted by Jennifer Ratcliffe, always has a news segment towards the final 20 minutes, and I'm sure that the content tomorrow will be about the election results of tonight. Vinton County results, which are reported by Red Thompson, will likely come in one or two reports. He will let us know maybe what to expect there just a little bit later this evening. How we cover the election and where we do it from may change from year to year, but our abiding goal remains the same: to bring you the local election results accurately, but as fast as we can. And we will stay with it until the deed is done, however long that may take. We also wish to thank the local elections officials at the Jackson County Board of Elections who have worked so hard to conduct the election and provide us with the results so we can pass them on to you. This is a big day for them as well. That would be Elections Director Margaret Casey, Deputy Director Beth Leach, Elections Board members Carmel Johnson, Kaida Newell, Elaine Speakman, and Debbie Canner. Same kudos go out to the Vinton County officials in the elections office there, Elections Director Melissa Hale, Deputy Director Marie Reffett, and board members Bernice Minton, Barbie Hammond, Sandy Fee, and Tony Rose. So the table is set. It's just a matter of the votes being counted and reported and being sent to us and then given to you. The polls closed in Ohio at 7:30 p.m. It's likely that many of those votes cast at the polling places in Jackson, Vinton counties are already at the Board of Elections office being sorted and tabulated as we speak. It's anybody's guess when those results will start being released or how long the entire process will take. But as we said, we will be on the air every 15 minutes. Our two promises to you are we will pass the results on to you just as soon as we have them, and we'll stay on the air until it's all done. We'll be back in just a few minutes with our continuing coverage. You are listening to the live election returns from Jackson County on WKOV 96.7 FM, 8:15 p.m. About 5 minutes, we'll be back. From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
said in our preview comments, the votes that I'm about to give you are the votes of everybody who voted in person early in the Elections Board office in Jackson County, plus most of the absentees. All the absentees except those that were mailed in too late to have arrived at the Elections Board office today. They do not include any of the write-in votes, including the early write-in votes, and they do not include any of the votes that came in that were cast at the polling places today. So this is just partial, and I am guessing that this might be roughly 1/3 of the total vote based on the amount of people or the number of people who have voted early in recent years. Okay, we're going to go right to just the contested races, and we are going to council at large in the city of Jackson, which is the only contested race in the city of Jackson. And a very close race, we have Brittany Hinch, who is the challenger, leading with 168 votes, Brett Foster with 166 votes, and Marva Colby with 128 votes. Now, we see that there is a write-in candidate and some votes have been cast there. We don't know whether it's all of them or not, but that would be Tommy Hill, who is the candidate for council at large, and it looks like that they are showing 97 votes for Mr. Hill. So we were told we wouldn't get any write-in vote totals, but there it is on the sheet. So we have to assume that that is accurate. Once again, council at large in the city of Jackson, Brittany Hinch, 168 votes, Brett Foster, incumbent, 166 votes, Marva Colby, incumbent, 128 votes. All those candidates were Republicans. Tommy Hill is a write-in candidate. Thomas Hill, 97 votes. There is one contested race for council at large in the city of Wellston. Incumbent Tammy Lynn Phillips leads with 127 votes. Incumbent Roby Danzel Browning, an independent, has 118 votes. Independent candidate and former councilman D. Keith Woolen with 95 votes. And the write-in candidate there is Teresa Pond-Lamaster. She is an incumbent, but running as a write-in candidate with 8 votes. Once again, for council at large in the city of Jackson, and council at large in the city of Wellston, we have 4 candidates in both of those races and 3 seats to be determined. So that's where we stand on that. Okay, we'll go to the village of Oak Hill, where we have a contested race as well. These candidates run as a group, not for a particular position. There is 4 to be elected. And it is very close, 144 votes cast, and they're pretty evenly distributed. Incumbent Brian T. Moore, who was appointed, leads the way with 39 votes. In second place is incumbent Terry McCain with 35 votes. Third place, as a write-in candidate, we don't know which of 2 write-in candidates it is, with 26 votes. The other write-in candidate has 5 votes. Then 17 votes for independent candidate Tara K. Cooper, 16 candidates for candidate Jeremy Van Dyne, 6 votes for candidate K. Cooper. So on the write-in candidates, as we said, Allison Bryant, I know, is one of those write-in candidates. I'm going to check my sheet if I can tell you who the other one is.
It's Erica Calhoun.
Erica Calhoun. So the problem is we can't tell you who has the 26 and who has the 5. But
at this point in time.
At this point in time. 26 votes for one write-in candidate, 25 for the other. Really tightly packed there in Oak Hill right now. The leaders, though, are Brian T. Moore, Terry McCain, one of the write-in candidates, and then Tara K. Cooper. All right, we'll go down the list on the contested candidates for township. Jeremiah, if you want to take over, if you see where there is more than 2 candidates or any of the trustees, that is a contested race if you want to take the ball.
Okay, Pete. This is Franklin Township trustee. There was 3 individuals running there was only 2 seats available. You had Jack Webb, 134 votes, Scott Fraley, 125 votes, and Todd Regal with 69 votes there in Franklin Township.
Yeah, 2 to be elected in each
of the townships. And then Hamilton Township trustee. You have Shane Meldick, 99 votes, Delmar Reed, let me back up here, Del Cox, 78 votes, and then Delmar Reed with 69 votes. That's in Hamilton Township. And then flip the page. We go to Lick Township. You have 4 individuals running for 2 spots there in Lick Township, and leading the pack at this point in time, you have Stephen Gilliland with 98 votes, followed by Steve Willis with 95 votes, Sean Sexton with 84 votes, and Bobby Hayslip with 75 votes. And once again, that was in Lick Township for trustee. In Madison Township for trustee, looks like you have 5 individuals running, only 2 spots available, and we'll go in order of votes here. Leading the pack, you have Charles Danny McNeil with 83 votes, followed by Greg Potter with 43, Kyle Andrew Wells with 33, and then David P. Ward with 9, and Corey Scott Ruby with 5. And then as we move along, Washington Township trustee, you have Jeff Bates with 22 votes, followed by, the other 2 are tied up there. So Davey Atkins, 19, and is it Lau?
That would be Lowell.
Lowell Jones Jr. with 19 votes there too. And I wanted to back up here real quick because in addition to these trustees, there was one that we skipped over that I wanted to mention that was a write-in, Pete, on the one of the townships that we were looking at earlier today. And it's not a contested race. I know we were going through the contested races, but I wanted to mention it because in the past we kind of overlooked it, and just wanted to point that one out here. If I can find it real quick on my sheet. Do you see it on yours?
What race are we talking about?
That's one of the township trustee races here. Here it is.
Jackson
The
Township.
Jackson Township trustee race, and that was was it Revis Osborne. It was a write-in candidate for trustee, and they got 6 votes there. But wanted to mention that because that's in addition to the other one there.
Okay.
Because they had the person drop off or not file.
Okay.
So that's it for the township races on the contested side.
Okay. Well, we'll go to school board now, and these are the races that involve the most people voting because they cover the entire school district, not just a town or a township. So I'm going to mention the Jackson City School District first because even though it's uncontested in that there's 2 candidates, there are 2 spots, there's a lot of interest in it. So I'm going to give these 2 votes. Kimberly Harless, the incumbent, has 669 votes. The write-in candidate, whose name is not on the ballot but we know is Christopher Smalley, 262 votes. And want to reiterate that is not a contest between those 2 for 1 seat. There are 2 seats available, so both of them will be elected. But that's the voting breakdown here during this first report. For the Oak Hill Union Local School District, kind of like a surprise, maybe or maybe not, 4 candidates running for 3 spots, and the person who is way ahead early is the challenger, Scott E. Gilland, 293 votes. Then incumbent Michael P. French with 175 votes, incumbent Paula Stewart with 167 votes, incumbent Joseph A. Elsess, 155 votes. And Jeremiah, you know as I do, we've been doing this for a while, Mr. Elsess, Mr. French, and Paula Stewart have been in there for a while. Paula, I think, is the so-called rookie with more than 10 years, I think 16 years of service there.
Right, yeah, and the other 2 have been there
and
for
Mr.
a long time.
Elsess and Mr. French even longer, over 20. But right now, with just some of the votes in, Scott Gillen definitely established himself as the front runner. I'll let you go ahead and do the Wellston City School District. You cover that. This is the most crowded race with 6 people in it, Jeremiah.
That's right. 6 people in the Wilson City School District Board of Education race. And there was, it looks like 821 votes cast in that particular race. And leading the pack here, you have Roger Rader with 196 votes, followed by incumbent John Jackson with 176 votes. And then former school board member Betty Jenkins, 159 votes. And then challenger Sharon Brenner, 136 votes, followed by Jamie Hilton, that's 79 votes, and Joel Eisenagel with 75 votes. And once again, there's only 3 seats available, 6 people running there, and these are your early in office and absentee votes.
Okay, we'll go to the tax levies now. A number of those, 2 countywide and the rest are township. the two countywide levies, I'll do those and turn it over to Jeremiah for the townships. There is a replacement levy to support Jackson County EMS, and it is winning big. 1,169 votes for that levy, 626 against. So a big lead of well over 500 votes, gaining 65% of the support. The County Board of Developmental Disabilities renewal levy is also passing easily. 1,129 votes for, 673 votes against. That is an advantage of nearly 500 votes, a little less than 500 votes, and that is getting 63% of the support. So the two countywide levies doing very well. Look like they're on their way to a victory. Don't want to speak too quickly, but that's certainly what the trend is. Okay, Jeremiah, tell us about the city and township levies.
Yes, Pete. So we're going to start with the Jackson Cemetery levy. For the levy, 225 votes. Against the levy, 117 votes. So currently that levy is passing. We move into the City of Wellston, the Wellston Streets Construction and Repair levy, and 134 votes against that tax levy, 75 votes for the tax levy. Move into the Village of Colton Street Lighting levy. You have 10 against the tax levy, 8 for the tax levy, and there in the Village of Colton, they also had something of it's like an issue of sorts. Colton Council reduction is how it appeared on the ballot. Yes, 10, no, 8. So 2 vote difference there. And basically what that is on that Colton Council reduction is they were wanting to reduce their required members from 6 to 5. That way it was easier if somebody would happen to leave council. They didn't have to have as many to be able to make the quorum or pass certain legislation in emergency form if they need to. So that's a little bit on Colton. Heading south to the Village of Oak Hill, the Oak Hill Cemetery levy. 37 votes for the tax levy, 21 votes against the tax levy. The Oak Hill current expenses levy, 29 against, 28 for there, Pete. Just a 1 vote difference, real close.
Every vote counts, brother.
Every vote counts right there. That really speaks volumes there. Then we head on to some more of the township. So Bloomfield Township Fire Levy, 49 for the tax levy, 9 against the tax levy. Hamilton Township Fire Levy, 117 for the tax levy and 52 against the tax levy. The Milton Township Cemetery Levy, there is 30 for the tax levy, 22 against the tax levy. And then in Washington Township, they have a cemetery levy as well, and it's 31 votes for the tax levy, 13 against. And then also there is a liquor option, Sunday sales, the store Sunoco. Is that the Wellston store? Do you know?
Well, according to my information, the pre-information I had, that is actually the store located at 7 South Pennsylvania Avenue in Wellston.
Okay.
So that's the catty corner from the city building.
So that's the one in Wellston there.
Right. So Sunday sales.
For Sunday sales, there are 38 votes no and 19 votes yes. So that is a rundown of the levies and issues.
Right. And once again, we threw a lot of numbers at you quickly there. We're so glad that we got that much of the vote ahead of time. This is just strictly a guess. I'm guessing that this is no more than, say, 1/3, maybe a little bit more of the total vote that we're going to get. So it's certainly not totally definitive, but certainly indicative, I think, of how the vote is going. And remember, the votes we just gave you are everybody who voted in person early at the Board of Elections office, and most of the absentees, that were turned into the Board of Elections, mailed in, dropped off. The only ones not counted in the absentees were the ones that were mailed in and just didn't get to the Board of Elections office today before the mailman came. Those will be counted later with the provisional ballots. The votes yet to be counted, or the yet to be reported, they may be being counted now, are everybody that voted today at one of the polls. And in the general election of last year, which was a big year, the presidential election, it was roughly between 30 and 35% of the vote was early. So we don't know how that is. We had great weather today. We heard about some good turnouts at a couple of the polls. That is anecdotally, nothing empirical about that. So certainly things could change, and anything that's close is way too close to call. And even the ones where there was a nice lead there, it could turn. It could turn. So we'll just have to wait and see. So that is where it stands. When we come back, I look at my clock, it's 8:34, so we ran into our next segment because we had all that to report. We will be back at 8:45. We hope to hear from Red Thompson Jr., maybe some preliminary information up there, and then we'll dissect a little bit. We'll repeat some of these numbers we gave to you here in this last segment. We'll review them again because there's a lot of them. We'll highlight some of the higher interest items, at least what we think are, and move on, and we will analyze a little bit more and review. So we will back at 8:45. This is Live Election Returns with Pete Wilson, Jeremiah Shaver, Red Thompson Jr., and Hayden Milliken on WKOV 96.7 FM. From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegrammnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, it's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegrammnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, it's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
Crank it up with
Pelletier studio with Jeremiah Shaver and Hayden Milligan, and we're about to toss the microphone 16 miles north to Red Thompson Jr., who is ensconced in the Vinton County Board of Elections office there in the community building, awaiting the results from Vinton County. We're still waiting on them, but Red is standing by and has been absorbing what is going on so far, watching some poll workers come in. And Red, we're going to turn it over to you. Tell us about how things stand in Vinton County, and tell us about what some of the high interest items are on that local ballot this year.
Okay, good evening, everybody, from the Vinton County Board of Elections. So I think most or all, I know that votes from Central and West Elementary are in. I think South could possibly be too, but they're back there counting. And they did inform us that it could be a late evening because there was a large amount of write-in candidates, which takes longer to count and evaluate. So they're back there working on that right now. But the big story here in Vinton County tonight is the Vinton County Local Board of Education. And there's high interest in that, with School Board President Cindy Strasbaugh being the only official candidate on the ballot, along with 5 write-in candidates. And they're all running for 3 seats. As I mentioned, Strasbaugh is the incumbent board president and running for re-election from the Wilkesboro area. The other candidates that are on the vying for a seat as a write-in candidate are Amy Isaac, Laura Martin, Charlotte McManus, Caleb Robinette, and Amanda Waltz. So all these contestants or candidates are vying for a seat. And this could have big implications on the Board of Education. If Strasbaugh were to lose, you could have a whole different board makeup. You'd have 3 new members on the board. If she won, you will have her and 2 others. Misty Napier and Scarlett Newton will not be returning when the new board takes place in January. So there's a lot of interest there. A lot going on with education right now with the uncertain funding, and so there's going to be a lot of interest in education, and so this is very important to the local voters in Vinton County tonight. And so that this is being watched all over the county. I hear the turnout was pretty good. There's some other important issues. As far as MacArthur Village is concerned, there's 4 seats for Village Council, and no one filed. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. And so we have write-in names, or we'll have be appointed by the current council or Mayor Steve Hammond. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. In Village of Hamden, there are 4 seats on the election block, and only 2 incumbent candidates, Mike Clare and Lindley Holzapfel, have filed. They're on the ballot. In the same situation in Hamden, you could have members appointed at the next, when the council reconvenes in January for the new elected terms. And in the Village of Wilkesville, the same situation. 3 candidates, Wilbur Gano, Teresa Phillips, and Silencer Eddie Shepard. And there was 1 available seat that could also be appointed. And then Selesky, all the incumbents are up for re-election, so they should all win a seat. There are several tax incentive ballots on the ballot tonight for the Village of MacArthur and several townships around the county. We'll get into those in our next report. But again, the big interest here tonight is the school board. Of course, one of the biggest benefactors to the county. They certainly influence a lot of kids, a lot of education. So there'll be a lot of interest to see who's going to be on the board when it reconvenes and a new election cycle in January. Of course, there's a couple of meetings left this year, but basically the school board, and we'll watch some of these council races, and when we come back, we'll update you on some of the tax situations. But it could be a long night because of the write-in total in Benton County.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Red Thompson. We appreciate your report, and we'll be looking for the results that come in from Vinton County. And once again, so strange, 6 persons running for Vinton County Local School Board, and 5 of them being write-in candidates. Certainly, I can't remember anything like that at all. And the truth is, there was another write-in candidate, Bryce Martin, who was also in the running until just very recently. He withdrew as a candidate. His name still may be on the ballot, but he did formally withdrawal. That was acknowledged by the Board of Elections. So that's certainly the race that we're watching up in Vinton County. Back here in Jackson County, before we break, I want to circle back to one of the contested races in the city of Jackson that I failed to mention when I went down that list. That is for 3rd Ward Council. There are 2 write-in candidates running for 3rd Ward Council. One of them is the incumbent, Aaron Young, and the other is the challenger, Megan Peters Wiseman. And when we looked at our report on this, it's kind of fooled me a little bit because there was only one column, and that was for 1 write-in vote, and it says 16 votes. So I'm not sure exactly how to interpret that because there are 2 write-in candidates. So not sure of that. So but we're just telling you what we know right now. We'll try to get a clarification on that. But that is another one of the contested races. And those 2 women are, once again, Aaron Young, who is the current incumbent, and the other is Megan Peters Wiseman. So we'll try to get, as I said, try to figure out what's going on there. But that is a race where you have 2 write-in candidates running against each other. So once again, highlights of what we tried to tell you about the first time. Jeremiah and Shaver and I went down the list. I'm going to review real quickly those contested races. In the city of Jackson for council at large, Brittany Hinch leads a 4-person field with 168 votes. Brett Foster, 166 votes. Marva Colby, 128 votes. The write-in candidate, Thomas Hill, with 97, 3 to be elected there. In the city of Wellston, you have 4 candidates running for 3 at-large spots. The vote totals as were given them. Tammy Lynn Phillips, the incumbent, 127 votes. Roby Browning, the incumbent, with 118 votes. D. Keith Woolham, who used to be on council for a long time, is the 1st Ward councilman in the 3rd spot with 95 votes, running as an independent this time. And the write-in candidate is Teresa Pond-Lamaster with 8 votes right now. So that would be Browning, Phillips, and Woolham running ahead in that race. And once again, we were told up front, and this is what we said when we first went on the air, that we wouldn't get any write-in totals, but there they are on the sheet, so we have to assume that they are accurate. Jeremiah?
I was just going to say, like you were saying on the write-in candidates, it doesn't say the person's name. It just says write-in and then has a total. So, in some of these races, like you were saying in the 3rd Ward, we don't know what that breakdown of votes is. Did you want me to go through the Village of Oak Hill?
Yes, go ahead and take the ball.
Okay, and down in the Village of Oak Hill, that contested race there in council had a number of individuals running there in the village. Only 4 could be elected, and once again, these are early in office votes, and we will run down those for you here. Brian Moore, 39 votes. Terry McCain, 35 votes. You have a write-in candidate with 26 votes. Then it's Tara K. Cooper with 17 votes. And then Jeremy Van Dyke with 16 votes. And then K. Cooper with 6 votes. And then the other write-in has 5 votes. And those write-in candidates there in the village is Allison Bryant and Erica Calhoun. And like we say, we don't know at this point in time. They're supposed to identify these write-ins later into the night, and we'll have a better idea who those individuals are on those particular races.
Right, and no kill 4 to be elected.
Yeah, 4 to be elected,
right.
And a number of people that were running there. As we move into the township races, I'll go through those real quick, Pete, since I did those before. So only two people to be elected, and you have in Franklin Township, that's a trustee, Jack Webb, 134 votes. Scott Fraley, 125 votes. Todd Regal, 69 votes. Hamilton Township trustee, 99 votes with Shane Meldick. And then Del Cox with 78 votes. Delmar Reed, 69 votes. Let me flip the page here as we move on. And Lick Township for trustee, had 4 running, only 2 seats available. And right now leading the pack, Stephen Gillen with 98 votes, Steve Willis with 95 votes, Sean Sexton with 84 votes, and Bobby Hayslip with 75 votes. As we go to Madison Township trustee, once again, only 2 seats there, got 5 people running, and leading the pack, Charles McNeil, 83 votes, followed by Greg Potter, 43 votes, Kyle Wells, 33 votes, David P. Ward, 9 votes, and Corey Ruby with 5 votes. And then in Washington Township, you have, once again, 3 people, only 2 seats, and Jeff Bates, 22 votes, and then Davey Atkins with 19, and Lau Jones Jr. with 19. So that is a breakdown of those contested races in the township races. I do have a little ticker that I've started on the bottom of the video that you should see. I'm going to try to update that with results on these well, I'm going to try to do all of them because I spent the time typing them up. So I'll try to put in all the numbers. Right now I only have the city of Jackson going because we had to come back on the air. But as we go throughout the night here, as we're waiting on these other results, I will try to update those for people that are asking, because we've had some comments. A return to people watching at one point. A lot of comments, Pete. People have tuned in and they're missing and they're curious on
That
what
is
a certain race was.
Excellent visual reference.
Yes, so we will try
just like Fox, CNN, MSNBC, Newsmax, all of them. I'm an equal opportunity promoter there. They all do the ribbon across the bottom.
I called a ticker,
but we can do it too.
We can do it too here at Total Media. So.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Production values top notch. All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Jeremiah. We'll go over the levies real quick because we know we gave them to you fast because we want everybody has maybe a certain race that they're interested in. But for school board, we'll start with school board. For the Oak Hill Union Local School District, we have 4 people running for 3 seats, and the challenger Scotty Gillen leads with 293 votes. Then you have the 3 incumbents. Michael P. French Jr., 175 votes. Paula Stewart, 167 votes. Joseph A. Elsess, 155 votes. Once again, 3 to be elected there. In the Wellston City School District, we have 6 candidates running for 3 spots, and a very interesting race there. Roger Rader, the incumbent, leading the pack with 196 votes. The incumbent John Jackson with 176 votes. Former school board member and now running again for a different term, Betty Jenkins, 159 votes. Challenger Sharon Brenner, 136 votes. Challenger Jamie Hilton, 79 votes. Challenger Joel Eisnagel, 75 votes. Once again, 3 to be elected there. Jeremiah, tell us about the county and city levies.
Yes, we can do that. So the Jackson County Board of Developmental Disabilities had a levy on, and that levy, for the levy, 1,129 votes. Against the tax levy, 673 votes. Also, a countywide levy, Jackson County EMS, and they have 1,169 votes for the tax levy, 626 votes against the tax levy. On the Jackson City Cemetery levy, 225 votes for the tax levy, 117 votes against the tax levy. In the city of Wellston, they had a streets construction and repair levy, 134 votes against the tax levy, 75 votes for the tax levy. Over in the village of Colton, they had a Colton streetlight levy, and that's 10 votes against the tax levy, 8 votes for the tax levy. Also in Colton, they had an issue. It was called Colton Council Reduction. They're basically wanting to change the amount of members that they're required to have from 6 to 5, just to help the village be more efficient. And right now, 10 votes yes, and 8 votes no. And then we head south down 93 to the village of Oak Hill Cemetery levy. There are 37 votes for the tax levy, 21 votes against the tax levy. The Oak Hill current expenses levy, you have 29 votes against the tax levy, 28 votes for the tax levy. In Bloomfield Township, they have a fire levy, 49 votes for the tax levy, 9 votes against the tax levy. Hamilton Township, also a fire levy, and it says a replacement on here, 117 votes for the tax levy, 52 votes against the tax levy. In Milton Township, cemetery levy, there were 30 votes for the tax levy, 22 against the tax levy. And Washington Township, cemetery levy, 31 votes for the tax levy, 13 votes against the tax levy. And there in the city of Wellston, the store had a local liquor option on for Sunday sales. And right now, voters are voting that down. 38 votes no, 19 votes yes. So it is a rundown of all the different the levies and options and issues that were on this year's ballot.
Okay, well, very good then. Thank you, Jeremiah. We are very aware that as we have run down twice now these contested races, or these contests and the levies, of course, which is a contest between yes and no, we realize that there are other people and offices that are getting decided that are unopposed. And this is important too, because those folks are going to serve for sure. We don't want to totally ignore them. So we're going to go over some of them right now while we're still on, and then we will take another break and come back at 9:15. But in the city of Jackson, unopposed for president of council is Daniel T. Folks, 236 complimentary votes. Jeff Elliott, who is currently an at-large councilman but running unopposed for city treasurer, 233 complimentary votes. Then for First Ward Council, this was a write-in candidacy by J. Ryan Peters. He is the incumbent, 24 votes as a write-in candidate. Harold Newkirk, whose name is printed on the ballot, 24 votes, incumbent as the Second Ward Council. And for Fourth Ward Council, incumbent Robert P. Bopp, his name is on the ballot, 86 complimentary votes. And all these folks that are running unopposed are current incumbents. Once again, they will be serving new 2-year terms. If Jeff Elliott is elected, I believe that's a 4-year term as treasurer. The current treasurer is John T. Evans, who served many, many years in Jackson City government as a councilman, as council president, and then I think 3 or 4 terms as the mayor of Jackson. In the city of Wellston, unopposed candidates who are going to be elected: Rick A. Hudson, council president, 138 complimentary votes. First Ward Republican councilman, incumbent Angela Spangler, 39 votes. In the Second Ward, appointed the last time but running for a full term this time, is Republican Karen Bach, former superintendent of schools at Wellston, by the way, 48 votes. In the Third Ward, Frederick M. Doobie, 18 complimentary votes. He's the incumbent. And in the Fourth Ward, there is no candidate. Bub Norris, Walter Bub Norris is the current Fourth Ward councilman, but he did not run for re-election, and nobody else filed either. Now, there is one person who is getting elected countywide, very important, that we need to mention, and that is Randy H. Dupree. He is the county prosecutor now for Jackson County, and he is the lone candidate for Jackson County Municipal Court Judge. He received 1,231 complimentary votes, and he will be replacing, or he will be filling the seat left vacant by the death of Mark Music. The incumbent judge served 3 terms as the judge. He was in his 3rd term. He was going to run through a 4th before his untimely death. Randy will be the judge starting in January. There is an interim judge, D. Dean Evans, who has served since Mr. Music died last May. So congratulations to Randy Dupree. Ran unopposed for municipal court judge. In the village of Colton, Mark Miller was appointed mayor, and he's running through a full term. He has 11 complimentary votes. The only councilman who is running is Matt McCarthy. I believe he was appointed, but he was a former councilman before he was appointed. 12 complimentary votes. Once again, Colton has four council slots, but only Matt McCarthy running. So once again, they're going to have to try to fill those through some appointments. And then in Oak Hill Board of Public Affairs, that's an elected position. Morgan Hughes is the incumbent, 41 complimentary votes. Bloomfield Township trustees. Both of these men are the incumbents, and they're going to be reelected. 47 complimentary votes for Tim Jones. He may have served longer than any other trustee in Jackson County that or near. I'm going to try to confirm that, but he's been there a long time. Danny K. Neal, the other incumbent, 34 votes. In Cole Township, the two incumbents are not the incumbents, but the two persons could be elected because they're unopposed. Eugene Israel, I believe he's a challenger with 36 votes. Shane Smith, I believe, is an incumbent with 33 votes. In Jackson Township, the incumbents are of the incumbent Vernon Speakman with 39 votes, Richard P. Skurlock, the challenger, with 33 votes. They are both going to be elected as there are two spots there. There is also a write-in candidate for Jackson Township. Jeremiah, I believe you know who that is. That would be
Revis Osborne.
Revis Osborne. He was a write-in candidate running for the spot that Mrs. Tanner, who had been serving for her late husband, Joseph Tanner, after he died after an automobile accident. She was serving as an interim basis. She chose not to run for the unexpired term, and that's what Revis Osborne is getting elected for, and he received 6 complimentary votes. Also, Jacqueline Causey running unopposed for an unexpired term as fiscal officer, 49 votes in Jackson Township. And then, let's see, then we skip over to, Jefferson Township. The two incumbents are going to be reelected. Brent Shipman, 70 complimentary votes. Dwight Woods, 53 votes. Liberty Township, Kevin Meredith, incumbent, 77 votes. Bill Rafferty, incumbent, 71 votes. In Milton Township, the incumbents are Philip Ray Thompson with 53 votes, James F. Hollingswood with 38 votes. In Soda Township, once again, you have two incumbents who are unopposed. James Leonard Sr., 58 votes, Terry Trish, 41 votes. So that's how it looks there. So I think that kind of covers all the candidates, not just the ones in contest, but the ones who are unopposed as well. Remember, they're all going to be elected tonight or unofficially elected tonight. As we said, there's going to be an official count later on. If a race is too close to call, you definitely want to see what happens when they recount all the ballots, plus add in the ones that were uncounted tonight. So this is Pete Wilson reporting along with Jeremiah Shaver and Red Thompson Jr. with Hayden Milliken behind the production board. We are going to take another break, and we will be back at 9:15 p.m. to see if any other votes have come in and to review what we've already told you.
Broadcasting from the Tri-City Theater studios at the Stockmeister Plaza and around the world. Online on your smartphone or smart device, this is WKOV-FM. Oak Hill, Jackson, Wellston, and MacArthur.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or...
Okay, we're back here in the John Pelletier studio, and we've got news for you. We have not everything, but we've got most everything. Thank you, Margaret Casey, and all the crew at the Jackson County Board of Elections. The asterisk is that we have to tell you is that the only thing that we don't have accurately counted is the write-in votes. We have a write-in vote total, but what we don't have is the breakdown if there's more than one write-in candidate in a race of, you know, who got how many write-in votes. And the other thing is, because people do ornery things when they see that blank, they fill in some names, fictitious or real, of people who are not valid write-in candidates. Those have to be sorted out. The tabulation equipment sees those black and ovals and says, oh, that write-in vote counts, but then they have to see if it's a valid person that got those votes, and if there isn't, they've got to separate that out. They've got to eyeball it, and that's when we'll know the true write-in vote totals for the write-in candidates. But we have everything else. Of course, in many races, there was not a write-in candidate, and we know what the unofficial results are, so let's get to it. We didn't believe it would be this early, especially with the write-in thing thrown in there. We'll start with the city of Jackson at the top of the ballot. For council at large, 3 to be elected. Your three councilmen are incumbent Brett Foster, leading the way with 342 votes. Challenger Brittany Hinch, second place, 339 votes. Incumbent Marvin Colby, 255 votes. We know that Thomas Hill was a write-in candidate. We know that there was 219 write-in votes cast. We don't know that all those were for him. Most of them were, but probably some weren't. But regardless, we do know that the 3 leaders in vote counting and the 3 councilmen-elect are Brett Foster, Brittany Hinch, and Marva Colby in that order. Staying with just the contested races for now, we go to council at large in Wellston, where we had 3 printed candidates and 1 write-in candidate. And once again, we clearly have the bottom line here. The 3 council at-large candidates elected, leading the way, Tammy Phillips, 494 votes. Incumbent and independent Roby Danzel Browning, 427 votes. Independent candidate and former First Ward councilman running as an independent, D. Keith Woolham, 312 votes. The write-in candidates got 64 votes. One of them, who probably got most of those, was most surely Teresa Pond Lamaster, who is a current at-large councilman who ran not as a Republican, not as a Democrat, not as an independent, but as a write-in candidate. So the winners there are Phillips, Browning, and Woolham. They will start new 2-year terms at the first of the year. We'll go now to the village of Oak Hill, where we have a bunch of people running for 4 seats there, and this is still kind of up in the air because of 2 write-in candidates. But we can tell you that incumbent Brian T. Moore, who was appointed to a partial term and now running for a full term, led the way with 191 votes. He is one of the winners. Terry McCain, a current incumbent, is another winner with 138 votes. Then the third winner, although we can't absolutely say for sure, but probably with 113 votes, is either Erica Calhoun or Allison Bryant. They both ran as a write-in candidate. Now remember, though, some people may have put in a false name or Daffy Duck or who knows, their own name. But if you're not, if you didn't file a declaration of candidacy and become an official candidate, those votes will not count. As far as they're counted right now, but they'll be thrown out once they review them. But anyway, one of the write-in candidates on one line had 113 votes. That person is probably going to be the third person elected. The fourth person will probably be Tara K. Cooper with 65 votes. She is running in 4th place, but close behind with 61 votes is Jeremy Van Dyne. And then Kay Cooper, who I believe is the mother of Tara Cooper, with 57 votes. And then the other write-in candidate, who we don't know who she is, Erica Calhoun or Allison Bryant, 31 votes, and she may not have had all 31 of those votes, as we've previously explained. So those are the city and village contested races. Jeremiah, why don't you go ahead and run down the township trustee contested races?
Very good, Pete. As we start off here, we're heading to Franklin Township, and this is once again for trustee. And leading the pack here, you have Scott Fraley with 244 votes. And then coming up in second place, as Pete would say, Jack Webb with 237 votes. And then Todd Regal, 142 votes. And on these township trustee seats, there's several people running, but only 2 seats available. So in the Franklin Township trustee, you have Scott Fraley and Jack Webb. Moving on to Hamilton Township trustee, it's really you have Shane Meldick, 119 votes, Dell Cox, 118 votes, and then Delmar Reed, 104 votes.
And so Jeremiah, I believe Shane Meldick, who has run for state representative before, maybe another county office, maybe commissioner, I can't remember, it's been a while ago, he's the challenger there. So he has beaten out 2 incumbents in a really tight race.
Yes, and so there's the numbers in Hamilton Township. And in Lick Township, for trustee, had 4 people running for 2 spots. And the top vote getter is Stephen Gillen with 209 votes, followed by Steve Willis with 177 votes, and then Bobby Hayslip with 175 votes, and then Sean Sexton with 161 votes. And once again, 4 people, 2 seats. And I should say, I don't know if we said this doesn't include any provisional votes.
Very, very timely for you to once again repeat that, because
Yes.
we don't know how many, maybe we can find out later, but provisional votes and late absentee votes will not be counted until the official count, which I think has to be done within 2 weeks of tonight.
Yeah.
So you know, that could change.
There's a couple votes there.
Two votes between the second and third place person in Lick Township.
Right. And then Madison Township trustee, you have Charles McNeil, 363 votes for township trustee down there in Madison Township, followed by Greg Potter with 188. And then you have Kyle Wells, 106, David P. Ward, 76, and Corey Ruby with 27. So your top 2 there was Charles McNeil and Greg Potter there in Madison Township. As we flip the page, we have, I think, just Washington Township left as far as the contested races go, Pete. And is it Lau? Am I saying that right?
In Scioto Town, that
Washington.
would be Lowell.
Lowell. I'm sorry, Lowell, if you're listening. Lowell Jones Jr., 100 votes. Jeff Bates, 76 votes, and Davey Atkins with 70 votes. So 3 people there, only 2 spots. So Jones Jr. and Bates were your 2 top vote getters there. But Atkins, you know, it's just a 6-vote difference, and like we said, there could be provisionals there that could possibly sway that vote one way or the other. And so that is all your township trustee contested races.
Okay. All right. We'll go over all the school board numbers, Jeremiah. Even though there was not a contest per se in the Jackson City School District, 2 candidates for 2 spots. One of them a write-in candidate. But because there's a lot of people interested, we'll give you those numbers right now. Kimberly Harless, the incumbent, is reelected to another term, 1,324 votes. There were 585 write-in votes count. Now, there was only one write-in candidate. Chris Smalley was the write-in candidate. However, he probably did not poll all 585 of those write-in votes. As we have explained before, the write-in votes are both good ones and bad ones. The bad ones are the ones that somebody put in as a joke. They put somebody's name in who was not really a declared candidate, but certainly probably Mr. Smalley got most of those votes. Both of those persons, Harless and Smalley, elected to 4-year terms starting January 1st. Oak Hill School Board, boy, this was interesting. Pretty close among 4 candidates. You hate to see a loser here. 3 people running for 4 spots. Leading the ticket was the challenger.
It was four people running for 3 spots.
What did I say?
You said it the other way around.
Okay, yes, 4 people running for 3 spots. That math would not work well.
Yeah.
Scott Gillen with 881 votes. And then Joe Elsess, who was trailing after the early votes, spurted to second place with 527 votes. Third was Michael French with 493 votes. And then the current school board president, Paula Stewart, only 13 votes behind Mr. French with 480 votes. Very close among those 3 incumbents. But it appears, if it holds up, that Joe Elsess, Scott Gillen, and Michael French will be the school board members starting new terms January the 1st or thereabouts. And then in the Wellston School Board, where we had 6 candidates, it changed a little bit from those numbers we gave you, or the placements that we gave you after the early voting. Leading the way were 2 of the incumbents. 626 votes for John Jackson. He ended up passing Roger Rader, who finished in second place with 585 votes, or second place as it stands right now. Third place, though that very important third spot, goes to Sharon Brenner with 536 votes. She pulled up from 4th into 3rd as she passed Betty Jenkins, the former school board member who was running as a challenger this time, with 502 votes. Then you had Jamie Hilton with 370 votes, Joe Eisnall with 313. So it appears the 3 newly elected members of the Wellston School Board, congratulations to them, John Jackson, Roger Rader, and the challenger, Sharon E. Brenner, who, by the way, I don't think she'd mind me saying this, the wife of Wellston Mayor Anthony Brenner, as folks in Wellston would know. Okay, Tell us about the county and city levies, Jeremiah.
Will do. As we go into the levies, issues, and options here, Pete, we have the Jackson County Board of Developmental Disabilities levy, and it's 2,789 votes for the tax levy, 1,765 votes against the tax levy. You have the Jackson County EMS levy, 2,821 votes for the tax levy, 1,705 votes against the tax levy. The Jackson City Cemetery levy, you had 459 votes for the tax levy, 264 votes against the tax levy. In Wellston, you had the Wellston Streets Construction and Repair levy. You had 507 votes against the tax levy, 286 votes for the tax levy. In the village of Colton, they had the Colton Street Lighting against the tax levy, 22 for the tax levy, 19. And then also in Colton, there was the Colton Council reduction. And as I explained before, as we've been on numerous times this evening, they were just wanting to change the required number of members from 6 to 5, just to make things a little easier to operate there in the village, because sometimes they struggle with getting council members to join when somebody maybe decides not to seek that seat anymore. But 26 votes yes, 14 votes no. And let me flip the page here. As we head south to down 93 to the village of Oak Hill, they had a cemetery levy, 176 votes for the tax levy, 85 votes against the tax levy. And then the Oak Hill current expenses, that levy, it's close on that one. 132 votes for the tax levy, 128 votes against the tax levy, and I do believe this helps with their budget, right, Pete?
Yeah, general
it's like a general budget.
Yeah,
fund.
General budget. I'm sure very important.
And
it was,
village.
I think, it was down one vote when we
it was the other way. Yeah, I do believe.
Right.
And then Bloomfield Township fire levy, 89 votes for the tax levy, 20 votes against the tax levy. And then Hamilton Township fire levy, 148 votes for the tax levy, 79 votes against the tax levy. In Milton Township cemetery levy, 85 votes for the levy, 57 against the levy. In Washington Township, they also had a cemetery levy, 105 for the tax levy, 47 against the tax levy. And in the city of Wellston, they had a liquor option for Sunday sales at the store there on the corner of Broadway and Pennsylvania. That's the Sunoco store. And voters voted 97 no, 92 yes for Sunday sales there in the city of Wellston at that particular station. So
okay, well, thank you, Jeremiah. I think we ran off the page there. We gave it all. We know there was a lot there. So we're not going off the air, folks. We're going to review what we just told you, because, you know, if you happen to be away and came back in the middle of it, we'll go over it again on our next break. And we have yet to hear any results from Red Thompson Jr., so those could come in anytime. Of course, that high-interest school board race in Vinton County. So
yes. And before we cut the break, I just want to say I turned the ticker off. I'm wanting to turn it back on and update it with these final 30 out of and once again, this was 30 out of 30 precincts reporting in. And I don't know if we said on the voter turnout, Pete, total ballots cast, it says 4,672 ballots cast. It says overall turnout 23.61%. It says registered voters in Jackson County 19,787, and only a little over 23% there.
Right. I think I can make a couple quick observations on that. I remember that the turnout for the presidential election last year, a lot of things on the ballot, president at the top of the ballot. We had over twice as many come out and vote. I forget what it was, but I'm sure it was like over 50%, I think, turnout. And this time we have 23.61%. Also, how many people are voting early versus on election day? Still about 2 out of 3 are voting on election day rather than early, because I know when I was at the Board of Elections and when I asked about it today, I think this was unofficial and an approximation, but I believe about 1,900 votes were cast early, either absentee or in person, and there was about a total of 4,672. So that is about that is about 37% or whatever, something like that's rough in my head without a calculator. But more people still voting, but more and more voting percentage-wise early every year, it seems like.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right. Okay, well, we will break away. Once again, we will be back. My cell phone says 9:34. I believe it's telling me the truth. We will be back at 9:45. We'll go down these numbers again. If you happen to miss it, remember, Jeremiah is updating his ticker, so you can check that anytime. That will be posted there on the Telegram Facebook page and the Jeremiah Shaver News Personality Facebook page. So you can kind of go back and check that anytime as well as soon as he gets it updated, and he'll be working on that on the break. We'll be back at 9:45 for a review and hopefully to maybe hear from Red Thompson Jr. This is Jackson County and Vinton County Live Election Returns on WKOV 96.7 FM. From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh, buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, it's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, it's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh, buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, it's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Okay, we're back here in the John Pelletier studio, and we have hit officially 9:48. We think we're doing pretty good because all the votes from Jackson County that we're supposed to get tonight are in. The only thing undecided, we're still waiting on. We may wait a while, frankly, because it's going to take a little bit of review by the folks at the Board of Elections, is the breakdown on the write-in votes. Lots of write-in candidates, more than usual, and they have to, after the write-in votes are tabulated, which they have been, they have to be reviewed to see, like if there's more than one write-in candidate, who got what the division was, and also to bail out the ones, to thin out the ones who are invalid candidates, the Daffy Ducks, the Donald Ducks, the Mickey Mouses, the George Washingtons, somebody's real name put in there who's not a candidate. We were told already that there's been some of that, which I guess you could expect from someone having a little bit of fun. So the votes that we're going to give you now, Jeremiah Shaver and I will take turns here. We will give you all the offices that were on the ballot in Jackson County, contested or uncontested. I know we went over the contested on our last segment, but we will go over all of them here. We'll start with the City of Jackson. For President of Council, Republican unopposed, elected to a new two-year term, Daniel T. Folks, 525 complimentary votes. Elected as City Treasurer, Republican unopposed, Jeff Elliott, 508 complimentary votes. He will be moving at the first of the year from an at-large council position to City Treasurer, taking the place of longtime Treasurer John Tom Evans. Council at large, this was one of the two contested races in the City of Jackson. 4 people running for 3 spots, 3 whose names were printed on the ballot, and 1 write-in candidate. Leading the way, Brett Foster, the incumbent, 342 votes. Brittany Hinch, who is one of the challengers, 339 votes. And the other incumbent, Marva Colby, 255 votes. Those are your 3 newly elected at-large councilmen, 2-year terms. Brittany Hinch, Republican. Brett Foster, Republican. Marva Colby, Republican. There was a write-in candidate, Thomas Hill, who had, we don't know how many votes he had. We know there were 219 write-in votes that were cast, and he probably had the great majority of them, but we won't know how many were his and how many were cast for a different write-in candidate, an invalid write-in candidate, until later. But anyway, the winners, once again in order, Brett Foster, Brittany Hinch, and Marva Colby. For First Ward Council, the only candidate running was a write-in candidate. That was J. Ryan Peters. He received a total of 64 write-in votes. I should say 64 write-in votes cast. Most of those were probably his. There was no other candidate. He is reelected to another 2-year term, Republican First Ward Council. Second Ward Council, also a Republican incumbent, no other candidate there, and he was his name was printed on the ballot. 82 votes, complimentary through Harold Newkirk. The one that is completely muddy right now is the Third Ward Council. There was 2 candidates, both were write-in candidates. The incumbent, Aaron Young, and the challenger, Megan Peters Wiseman. All we can tell you is that 34 write-in votes were cast for Third Ward Council. We can't tell you how many Young got. We can't tell you how many Wiseman got. We can't tell you who won yet. And we can't tell you of those 34 votes, if any of them were invalid. There probably were. So that's one, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait on. For Fourth Ward Councilman, unopposed, Republican incumbent, Robert Pete Bopp, 146 complimentary votes. Moving to the City of Wellston, President of Council, who was unopposed, Rick Hudson, 556 votes, so he is reelected to another 2-year term. Council at large, this was the lone contested race in Wellston. There was 4 candidates running for 3 spots, 3 who were filed and whose names were on the ballot, and 1 who filed late as a write-in candidate. The winners are the 3 who filed early and had their names printed on the ballot. Tammy Lynn Phillips led the ticket with 494 votes. She is a Republican. Roby Danzel Browning, an independent and incumbent, second place, 427 votes. And then back at City Hall as a councilman again is D. Keith Woolham. He was a First Ward councilman for many years. He is now in as an at-large councilman. He ran as an independent, 312 votes. Teresa Pond Lamaster, who was a write-in candidate, polled, there were 64 write-in votes, and she probably had most of them. We don't know how many of those 64 she had, but she finished 4th and will not remain as councilwoman after this year. First Ward Council in Wellston, unopposed Republican Angela Spangler, 146 votes. Second Ward Councilman, Republican, unopposed, appointed now, elected to a full 2-year term, Karen Patricia Bach, 208 complimentary votes. Third Ward Council, independent, unopposed, 72 votes. He was the incumbent, as I said, Frederick M. Doobie. And in 4th Ward Council, there was no candidate. Walter Bub Norris did not run for re-election. No other candidate filed. That will probably have to be appointed, I think, at some point. Municipal Court Judge, this was the only official office position on the ballot that was countywide. Municipal Court Judge, this is a 6-year term. Elected was Randy H. Dupree, 3,263 complimentary votes. And he will be the new judge starting next year, 2026. He will replace the position that was vacated in May by the death of longtime municipal court judge Mark T. Music. D. Dean Evans is currently serving as interim judge by appointment of the Supreme Court. Apparently will continue through the end of the year, I suppose. Randy will take over that position first of the year. That will leave the prosecuting position in Jackson County vacant. All right, for mayor in the village of Colton, the incumbent, or not the incumbent, but the appointed mayor running for a full term, Mark Miller, 29 complimentary votes. He was unopposed. The only council candidate was appointed Councilman Matt T. McCarthy, 32 complimentary votes. There were 4 council seats on the ballot, but only 1 candidate. There were no write-in candidates, so they'll have to do some appointments there to fill out the table. In the village of Oak Hill, now in there was interest for the 4 council positions that were open, and we can't give you total clarity on who is going to be those 4 councilmen. We do know that Brian Moore, appointed, running for a full term, led the ticket with 191 votes. He is in for sure. So is Terry McCain, who was in second place with 138 votes. One of the 2 write-in candidates received a portion of 113 votes, which was the 3rd place total. That is enough that probably whoever that write-in candidate is, even though they may not have received and probably did not receive all 113 votes, that will probably be in the candidate in 3rd place. That is either Allison Bryant or Erica Calhoun. Both of them were write-in candidates. The 4th spot, pretty close, but it looks like it will go to Tara K. Cooper with 65 votes. I think she is a former councilwoman. And just behind her with 61 votes is former councilman Jeremy Van Dyne. Behind him is Kay Cooper. That is the mother of Tara Cooper with 57 votes. And then the other write-in slot gained 31 votes, or a portion of those 31 votes. That was the 6th place. Board of Trustees of Public Affairs, Morgan Hughes, the current holder of that position, 198 complimentary votes. And then we'll go to the townships. And taking the baton from me for the townships, so this is both the unopposed and the opposed candidates. This will turn her over to Jeremiah Shaver, starting with Bloomfield Township.
Hold on 1 second here, Pete. So we're getting a call here, Pete. Do you care to go through the school board real quick? Go through the school board race.
Okay, I'll go over to school board right now. We'll come back to the townships. For school board, for Jackson, for the Jackson City Board of Education, we'll start with that. We get to the right place here. For the Jackson City Board of Education, we had 2 candidates running for 2 spots. Kimberly Harless, 1,324 complimentary votes. The write-in candidate, 585 votes. Chris Smalley was the lone write-in candidate, so he probably received most of those 585 votes. Regardless, both of those are elected to 4-year terms starting first of the year in 2026. Through Oak Hill Union Local School District, we had 4 people running through 3 seats, and it was very close through all 4. But leading the way, actually, very clearly, was the challenger. The other 3 candidates were all incumbents. Scotty Gillen, 881 votes, led the ticket by far. Second place went to Joe Elsess, an incumbent with 527 votes. Third place to Michael P. French Jr., another incumbent with 493 votes. And then in 4th place, and the person, unfortunately for her, just out of the money, Paula Stewart, the current board president, 480 votes. She was only 13 votes behind Michael French Jr., who finished 3rd. But the way it looks now, unless there's a change when they do the official count and add the provisional ballots and the late absentee, it appears that the 3 duly elected school board members for Oak Hill are Scott Gillum, Joseph Elsess, and Michael P. French Jr. Then we go to the Wellston City District. A lot of interest there for that race. 6 people running for 3 spots. Leading the way with 626 votes was incumbent John M. Jackson. Incumbent Roger Rader, not too far behind with 585 votes. And making the cut in the all-important 3rd spot to be elected, Sharon E. Brenner, one of the challengers, 536 votes. She edged out former school board member for that 3rd and final spot, Betty Jenkins, with 502 votes. Then it dropped down to Jamie Hilton with 370 votes and Joel Eisnagel with 313 votes. Both of those candidates were challengers.
All right, Pete. So hot off the press here, we have gotten from the Jackson County Board of Elections. They say this is a breakdown of the write-in candidates. So they say we were able to display the contest with all the candidates so they can be compared. We've been released by the secretary, so they won't be there too much longer. So hopefully we can. These are a little different from what we've gotten before, as far as the sets go, Pete. So I don't know how many pages we have here, but I just clicked print. So I'm just going to start at the top page and work my way down. How's that sound?
Okay, this is totally unrehearsed, folks, but these are the write-in totals, I guess.
Write-in totals.
The valid write-in totals, throwing out the ones that shouldn't count.
Yes, and they even give a breakdown of how many was actually for that person and how many that was invalidated. So in that race in the city of Wellston for council at large, the question there was Teresa Pond Lamaster. She was the write-in candidate. She received 54 votes, and it says there were 10 write-in votes that were invalid.
Right.
So it must have been a different name or Mickey Mouse, like you were saying.
Right, a fake name or a real name that wasn't a candidate.
Yes, so now we have that solved. So 54 votes for Teresa Pond Lamaster, and as you have reported on the other ones, Tammy Phillips, 494 votes, Roby Browning, 427 votes, and Keith Woolham, 312 votes. We'll flip the page here. This is in the city of Jackson, that 3rd ward that we've been talking about all night. We knew that there was 34 votes for write-in candidates, but we didn't know the breakdown. And this was one person being elected, right? Mm-hmm. And so you had Megan Peters Wiseman, 19 votes, Aaron E. Young, 11 votes, and then there were 4 votes that were invalidated.
Okay, so
or invalid, I guess.
Your new 3rd ward councilman will be Megan Peters Wiseman. She will replace Aaron Young, who is the current holder of that position. Both of them happen to be write-in candidates.
Okay, and then also in the city of Jackson, you have that council at large. There's only 3 seats available. Had 4 people running. The write-in there was Thomas Hill. We knew there was 219 write-in votes there. It says he received 190 votes, and then there were 29 votes that were invalid. And as far as the other individuals, Brett Foster, 342, Brittany Hinch, 339, and Marva Colby, 255. So that is the breakdown there. And then we knew unopposed there in the 1st ward for the city of Jackson Council, Ryan Peters. It said write-in 64 write-in votes. It says Mr. Peters received 37 votes and 27 were invalid. As we head south to the village of Oak Hill, this is the one where we had the question on the 2 people running as write-ins there, and now we have a breakdown of those numbers. And so on the write-ins there, it was Allison Bryant, 79 votes, Erica Calhoun with 61 votes, and then there were 4 votes invalid. But when we look over the overall totals here, leading the pack, Brian Moore, 191, Terry McCain, 139, and it still says write-in 113 there. But I wonder if that's because of where we added these up, that would be that number.
Yeah, so throw that one out now.
So throw that one out. So your third one there at 65 votes would be Tara K. Cooper, right?
Well, it would be this one, wouldn't it? 79 votes.
Oh,
Bryant.
yes. So Allison Bryant,
One of the write-ins.
one of the write-ins. Allison Bryant, 79 votes, and then Tara Cooper with 65.
She's the fourth and final.
So she's the fourth and final, and then Kate Cooper had 57. So just these are just a little different than what we've been reading all night. So it takes a little looking at.
I had to scan a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, Jeremy Van Dyne was 57, not too far behind Cooper, Tara Cooper.
Okay, so that's it there in the village of Oak Hill. And we've talked about their Jackson Township trustee, Revis Lee Osborne, received 7 votes. There were 4 that were invalid there for that. In the city, the Jackson City School District Board of Education race, you had the 2 that were running. Kim Harless, 1,324 votes, and then the write-in was 585. But of that, Christopher Smalley received 497 votes. 88 votes were invalid. Let's see, we can skip over that. And then we're just getting back into what we've already gone over. So I think we've gone through all the write-ins here in Jackson County, Pete, and the breakdown of those. And as we've said, there's those invalid ones. That's where people have.
Okay. Here in Jackson County, we have reviewed everything now at least once, especially since we got the write-in. Our hats are off to the folks at the Jackson County Board of Elections. And Red Thompson Jr. has been hanging on the phone, so hopefully he has something. We will switch it to him before we do any further review in Jackson County.
Good evening, Pete. We have all the results from Vinton County. I've got a couple of candidates on the phone, so they'll be joining us. They're waiting on Facebook for me to give them a prompt to call. But Vinton County, school board election, highly anticipated. Cindy Strasbaugh, the current school board president, wins re-election. 1,263 votes. That's 53.11%. The write-in candidates, we have 2 elected. Former board member Charlotte McManus will return to the board with 366 votes. And a candidate who has ran before but didn't won this time, Amy Isaac. She'll be joining the board. She got 334 votes. And Strasbaugh and Isaac are on hold waiting to call in. We'll have them call in just a moment. And the other school board candidates who ran but did not win were Amanda Walsh with 136 votes, Laura Martin with 117, Caleb Robinette with 97 votes. 65 write-in votes were invalid. So that's for McAllister Vinton County School Board, and we're going to prompt the candidates, and then we'll go on and read the other. But we have a couple on hold, so we're going to go ahead and bring on Amy Isaacs, and then we'll get to Cindy Strasbaugh. So hold on just a moment, and we'll connect them, and then we'll have other results. I'm going to prompt her, but it was an interesting election in Vinton County. We had 2,378 votes cast in the county. So we'll be right back. Pete, if you could take it for just a second, and I'll be right back with one of the candidates.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Red, we'll continue the review that we had started. You just let Mr. Hayden know when you're ready to resume with one of your interviews, and we'll toss it right back to you. We will now go to the levies, the final voting count on them. And we had this before, but in the way of review, for the County Board of Developmental Disabilities levy countywide in Jackson County, big winner, 2,789 votes for the levy, 1,765 against. That's a 61% approval. I know those folks are happy. The Jackson County EMS and Ambulance Service levy, that was a replacement levy. The Developmental Disabilities levy was a renewal. The EMS replacement levy also passed easily, 2,821 votes for, to 1,705 against. The Jackson City Cemetery levy, a renewal levy, passes easily as well. 459 votes for, 264 against. That's 63.5 almost. All right, I guess that Mr. Thompson is ready to interview Amy Isaac, one of the winners in the Vinton County School Board race. Red, take it away.
Good evening from MacArthur, and we're going to have the first of two candidate interviews, and we thought we'd pick the one who is going to be new to the board, and she won third place with 334 votes. She'll be joining the board in January. Amy Isaacs, welcome to Total Media, and congratulations tonight.
Thank you, Red, and thanks for having me on.
Can you tell us why you ran for school board and what you hope to accomplish when you join the board in January?
Well, I decided to run as a write-in candidate after Misty Napier and Stacey Knox Hawley's things got pushed out where they couldn't do it. And I worked with Vinton County School years ago. I've lived in Vinton County all my life. So I want to give back to my community by making sure that the students, the staff, families, and community all feel like the school is run the best way it can to help support everybody and make sure the kids are getting the best education they can get.
I know you've been involved in you work for the county government, so you have a unique aspect of what goes on here in the county, and this is your second attempt, and how did it feel to get over the hump this time?
Well, it feels good. This last time it was just an interview where they were interviewing to pick somebody to replace somebody that had stepped down. But this time I just ran as a write-in, but I'm excited about it.
Okay, well, what would you like to say to the voters tonight before we let you go?
I would like to thank everybody who voted for me. Anybody, even if you didn't vote for me, I don't care. I'm just glad everybody went out and voted that voted. And I thank everybody that supported me and helped me get into this position.
Okay, well, we thank Amy Isaacs, and we'll be waiting on Cindy Strasbaugh is standing by. We'll get a hold of her. And Pete, if you could take it for a second until we get a hold of Cindy.
Okay, well, thank you, Red, and congratulations to Amy Isaac. You just heard her being interviewed live by Red Thompson Jr. We will continue with the levies. We had talked about the two countywide levies that passed, the Developmental Disabilities countywide levy, the EMS levy, also countywide, passing both easily, 61 to 62% approval. The Jackson Cemetery levy had even just a slightly higher approval level, 63.5%, 459 votes for that levy, 264 against. Once again, that's to support the maintenance in Fairmont Cemetery. The Wellston Street levy, which was new, that was the only levy on the ballot that was an additional levy or new levy, whichever way you want to say it, but it would have been new taxation, and the voters said no to this in the city of Wellston. For the tax levy, 286 votes. Against the levy, 507 votes. That's 64% versus 36%. That would have been a 3 mil levy that would have helped pay through additional street levy or street paving and work like that through the coming years in the city of Wellston. The Colton street lighting levy lost in a very close race, lightly counted a race. 22 votes against the levy, 19 votes for the levy. Only 18% turnout in Colton for that, but it did lose by 3 votes. The Colton Council reduction issue vote passed easily, 26 votes yes, 14 no. That means that that Colton government, the voters had given Colton government the go-ahead to reduce the council members from 5 to 4. And Red Thompson Jr. is now back. I guess he has Board President Cindy Strasbaugh, who has been reelected. Red, back to you.
We don't have a generous moderator.
Mr. Red, are you ready with Cindy Strasbaugh?
Yeah, Cindy, are you there with us?
I'm here.
Okay. We're here with Cindy Strasbaugh at Total Media, and Cindy is the school board president. She has been reelected tonight with 1,263 votes. And a lot of people obviously are confident in her leadership on the board. And Cindy, what do you got to say tonight being reelected to the board?
Well, I guess I'm very humbled and honored. that the voters of Vinton County have supported me the way they have. I appreciate all that support and will promise them that I will do my best to take care of every child in the Vinton County school system to the best of our ability as a board.
Okay, and you're going to have a different board composition in January. You're going to have a couple new members. Charlotte McManus has been on the board before, and Amy Isaac is coming on as a newcomer. How do you think you'll work with your new members?
I think that we will do fine. Of course, we will do, the current board members and myself will do everything we can to help make the transition very easy for them. Probably using some training sessions, etc., so that they can come on board and fully be able to have hands-on experience with us. Okay, Cindy, a long-term member of the board, has a lot of experience in accounting, set up the Vinton County Foundation, and you're really building a legacy on the board, and I know that you want the next 4 years, hopefully, I know there'll be a lot of concerns, but I know you'll be watching funding, and what's some of your priorities real quick, and we'll let you go. Well, I believe our priorities is to give our students the best education that we can provide for them, hopefully bringing in new opportunities for them. Also, making sure that we do everything we can to increase our scoring on our tests, and hopefully that we'll be able to improve our graduation rate, which our graduation rate is good right now, but the more we can do, the better. We have several, partnerships, Rio Grande College, Buckeye Hills. We'll continue to work with them and go forward.
Okay, Cindy, we thank you very much. Congratulations, and the Total Media enjoys working with you, and congratulations on your new term.
All right, thank you, Red. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Pete. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Red, I know that you had just barely started with your returns, and you were fortunate enough to have Amy Isaac and Cindy Strasbaugh come on live. That was certainly a nice addition to our coverage. Would you like to continue with your other vote totals and go ahead and give those to the listeners out, especially those in Vinton County who haven't heard those yet?
Okay, yeah, we have several things. School board was the biggest thing tonight, but it wasn't the only thing. There's several other important issues, and we're going to run those down right now. We'll start down in Hamden with the two members were reelected to village council. Michael Clare with 47 votes, and Lindley Holzapfel with 48 votes, and then two to be appointed. And then, so we'll see who gets appointed to those two seats in Hamden. MacArthur, you're voting for 4 people. And no one filed, so apparently it'll be up to Mayor Steve Hammond or the current council to appoint new members. I would imagine it would be Mayor Hammond, but no one won in the MacArthur votes. So we'll wait and see what the new MacArthur Council will look like. Okay, Board of Trustees, for the Board of Public Affairs for MacArthur, Michelle Royster, with 217 votes. So she'll be returning to that seat. Down in Wilkesville, the 3 incumbents won. Two incumbents, Wilbur Gnu and Teresa Phillips, won with 21 votes each. And a newcomer, Eddie L. Shepard, he'll be joining Wilkesville Council with 17 votes, and there will be one person to be appointed. So we'll see who that will be. And Selesky, this time everybody's coming back. A lot going on in Selesky with a major redevelopment tourism grant that they got from the Appalachian Community Partnership. It looks like the leadership there is going to stay stable. Nora Brooks won with 24 votes. Nathan Broom with 15, Brian McCollum with 18, and Carrie Arlene McCollum with 23. They're all incumbents, and they were all reelected in Selesky. And Selesky strives to build a tourism-based economy, so they're keeping the council intact. Okay, we got several township races this evening. Brown Township, Floyd Logic won with 27 votes. And we also had some write-in totals. And the winner was Kevin Parkinson with 15 votes. So Largent and Parkinson on the write-in will win. We also had write-in candidates Carl Andrews with 10 votes, Marion Thompson with 8, write-in invalid 1 vote. So one write-in didn't qualify. In Clinton Township, we had 2 winners, Lawrence McWhorter with 173 votes, Chuck Stavely, I hope I pronounced that correctly, Snavely, 107 votes. And so that's for Clinton Township. In Eagle Township, Scott Howard, Jack Vanover Jr. won with 36 votes, and Scott Howard had 26 to win those 2 seats. In Elk Township, it was very close. This could be a recount. Audrey Mercer Wright has 261 votes. Deborah Fulton has 260, and Paul Jason Wall has 252. And that could all be close enough for 1 or 2. Definitely the 1 vote total could be overturned. Maybe even the 8 vote total could come within 0.5%. We'll see about that. That's very close in Elk Township. 8 votes between 3 candidates. Or 9 votes between 3 candidates. So we'll see what happens there. In Harrison Township, we had a clear-cut winner there. With 146 votes. Thomas Dexter had 61 votes. And Tyler William Fowle had 59. Mark Fowle Sr. had 20. Write-in invalid 6. So Dexter and Tyler Fowle won in Harrison Township. Fiscal officer in Harrison Township. This was the write-in. Tara Fowle won with 59 votes, and write-in invalid was 2. Township trustee Jackson Township. Ray E. Sykes Jr. won with 67, and Brett A. Sowers had 57 to win those 2 seats in Jackson Township. Knox Township, Michael W. Andrews, 60, and Gary Smart, 72 votes. They were the 2 winners. Again, Grant Smart with 72 votes, and Michael Andrews with 60 votes to win those 2 seats. Madison Township had 2 winners. Dwayne Mollahan, 72, and Robert Airboyle, 52. They won the 2 seats there. Richmond Township, Earl Jarvis, 188. And on the write-in, we had several write-ins there. It looks like Karen Pickle won with 49 votes. She gets that 2nd seat. And then Colton Hill had 41 votes, and 5 of the write-in votes were invalid in Richmond Township. And Swan Township, we had 2 winners there. Randall Trainer had 84 votes, and Rick Martin had 55. And so they were the winners there. Pakel. Okay, thank you. And in Vinton Township, the winners were Joshua Fife, 55 votes, and Clendon Barnes, 49 votes. Alice Malone, 26 votes, and Eric James Ogg, 33 votes. And in Wilkesville Township, the winner was Eugene Wales with 84 votes, and John Adams and Joseph White tied at 53 votes. So that could be a recount issue. So we'll see what happens in Wilkesville Township. 2 votes tied. John Adams and Joe White tied with 53 votes each. There were several tax levies. Let's see. Okay, these are some votes that Vinton County people near the borders, they vote in some elections, including the Athens Board of Education Service Center. Fred Davis got 4 votes, and Kevin Duncan got 2. Lynette Thompson had 1. Governing Board of Education Center for Athens and Meggs. Okay, no one filed there. Okay, it looks like, and then and Board of Education for Alexander School District. That'd be some people in eastern Vinton County. Ben Ashcraft got 5 votes. Jay Bones got 5 votes, and Aaron Ramsey got 5 votes from Vinton County. Of course, most of that will be in the Alexander and Athens County, but those are the votes that they got from Vinton County. There were several tax levies on the ballot, and we'll get to those. I'm going to let Pete take it for just a minute, and let me get reorganized, and we'll get to the tax levies.
All right. Well, Red Thompson Jr., thank you very much for your service up there in Vinton County. And I tell you what, folks, all you listeners and viewers that are still with us right now, we appreciate you hanging with us for as much as you did. It is late, but quite frankly, we thought it could be later because of everything on the ballot and the write-in votes. We thought the write-in votes, they warned us that, it would probably make things later. It is late, but really earlier maybe than anticipated. So our hats are off to the elections board officials, the board members, and the staff members in both counties, Jackson County and Vinton County. And I certainly want to thank everybody who was involved in our production. That would be Jeremiah Shaver, of course, and that would be Hayden Milliken there on the production board, Red Thompson Jr. up in Vinton County. And we will have the video posted on the Telegram and the Telegram Facebook page and the Jeremiah Shaver News Personality Facebook page. You can go to that and check it anytime. I believe your ribbon of voting results will be running there. When you have that up, it'll keep running, right? You can check that anytime.
It's running now, but when the stream ends, I mean, whatever it recorded will be there. But
okay, all right.
So I don't know if it's made it through everything. So if you haven't seen it, you can go to thetelegramnews.com. We'll be posting full results from Jackson County and Vinton County, and you can get on there and view those here shortly. Your night is over. If you want to go to bed and retire, read a book or whatever, our night is not quite over. We've got to prepare, the written reports, which we're going to go first on our website. Jeremiah Shaver is working on voting totals for everything from the 2 counties. I'm working on preliminary stories from both counties. We, of course, will expand on that and add to that, write more, pull together any loose ends, and on our website, and then certainly by our print edition on Saturday, we'll have expanded coverage of this report. So for everybody involved in this broadcast, in the viewing of this video stream, we appreciate it. We appreciate all you hanging with us on it. We, of course, our hats are off to everybody at the Elections Board offices and to the candidates who put themselves on the line. For all the above, this has been Pete Wilson reporting for Total Media, The Telegram, and WKOV 90.67 FM. Good evening, everybody.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh, buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, it's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Don't forget to join the Loyalty Rewards program today. Each time you purchase a ticket or something from a concession stand, points acquire, and they never expire. They add up to give you free stuff like popcorn, drinks, and even movie passes. Don't miss your chance to sign up now for the Loyalty Rewards program. The Loyalty Rewards program is available now at both Silver Screen 7 and Tri-City Theater. Silver Screen 7 is located on Jackson Pike in Gallipolis, and Tri-City Theater is located on East Main Street in Jackson. Don't miss out on getting rewarded for doing what you love at your favorite theaters.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.